Okay, can you hear me? Are we on? I don't know. I'm hoping so. Yeah, so I thought I'd set this up so you could watch me paint while I ramble and babble for a few minutes. This painting has been really making me think. And I want to talk about something. I'm wondering if this may have happened to you also, or... So, I've got you guys set up so you can watch me dabble while I babble. Oh, that's it. I love it. That's what I'm going to start calling this. Dabble while I babble. I found my niche. Woo! No, I want to talk while I paint. I don't really know if you can see. I don't know if you even want to see, but it's something to look at while I'm talking to you for a moment. Anyway, forget all that. Okay, yeah. So, that'll work, I think. Let me just put my glasses on. I got my soda here. These are the things that were holding my stuff down. I was listening to something. I'm using that as a paperweight now. I was thinking about where this was that this happened to me. It was when I was a little kid. And I was, like a little kid. I was called Runt. They called me Runt. I was a tiny little rascal. Travieso. No surprise there, right? But, yeah, so doing the painting has really given me the opportunity to pause for 1 second, you guys. Okay, given me the opportunity to think about some things. And I used to have this dream. So I'm thinking I was born in Texas. Then from Texas, I was probably not even 4, maybe, to Louisiana. Fort Polk, Louisiana. Then, so there was a couple times on the bayou where I had, and then to Alaska, Fairbanks, Fort Greely. And I used to have this dream, and I was running from this big thing. It was a big thing, and it was looking in, what is that? Dirt. It was looking in the window at me, and I would have to run and hide from it. And it was a reoccurring nightmare for me for many years. I mean, really, I think probably, I don't know. But I'm trying to think when it started, because when I first actually started thinking about hearing people's Bigfoot experiences, what the hell, pardon my French, and, there we go. The window thing, or the peeking thing, or the hiding thing, I, freaked out, to be honest with you, because, I had this, I don't know, maybe I was asleep. We lived in Alaska, so we ended up in Alaska. There was no housing yet, and we were in these tiny little trailers, little tin cans. And the pipes would freeze, and there would be moose on the front porch. I don't know if you could even call it a porch. You stayed in those kind of temporary things until housing was available, and then you got, a bedroom and heater and stuff like that. Well, I had a super freaking paranormal experience in that house, which, I'll tell you guys about someday. I'd actually like to talk with someone about it. But in the meantime, I used to have this dream, and I was asleep, and I could hear the footsteps. And that's how I knew I had to hide. And I would try to hide, and I would try to hide, but there were all these windows in all of our houses, everywhere we seemed to go. I don't know. And I would hide under things and down empty hallways. And I don't even know how old I was when I was having these dreams when they started. But I've also figured out in my dreams that a way to hide from them was to go along the window, along the wall. If you pressed your body up against the window wall, something about the way the windows were in my dream, when the thing looked in, when the big loud thing looking in the window, making all kinds of noise outside, looked in, it wouldn't see you because you would be pressed up against the wall and it was too big to look down to see you. And I mean, I don't know why I had those dreams. Well, I don't know. I guess I do. Really super paranormal experiences happened to me from when I was like, yeah, okay. Anyway, now that I'm saying I don't know why. I don't know why I said it. I don't know why I do know why. But I started thinking that because they were happening to me when I was so young, the possibility could have only been that they were happening where we lived in Fort Polk, Louisiana, or where we lived in the trailer waiting for the housing at Fort Greeley, which I don't really know where that is. Fairbanks, or I think it's outside of Anchorage, Fairbanks. Yeah, because I was super young there, but I'm thinking that maybe the dreams started from that place somehow, that I could see or hear something in my sleep or outside of the place. I don't know. I just started having like different thoughts about why did I have those kind of dreams and experiences for years. And then I don't really know when they went away. I guess somewhere right around puberty, maybe, I guess then. Yeah. So, what am I doing here, guys? I'm not paying attention. Sorry. So I used to have this scary dream, and even in my dream, I finally figured out how for them not to see me. But if I think about it now, in my dream, it didn't always work, or I didn't always want to run to the window and lay down beside the thing overlooking me. I can remember that. I don't know where all of that came from. But painting and mind wandering and thoughts about different things have just brought me to review what I considered paranormal experiences that I've had. I've spent lots of time in the woods of California. I used to do a festival buried down in the hills of Santa Cruz Mountains, and we would go there early to the location. And one time I was the first one there. People were coming, but they got delayed and suddenly weren't coming till the next day. And I was actually there by myself for a night. And it was kind of scary, really. But if I had known then what I know now, you guys would have been talking me down from the first airplane that flew over. No, I guess I'm glad I didn't, because I was able to reason out the sounds of giant vulture birds in the darkness on branches outside of my wimpy little tent. Oh my goodness gracious, yeah. So, this heavier gloss acrylic is hard to work with because it starts getting sticky. Anyway, so God, I got really uptight in my belly. The memory of all of that just kind of like, but I needed to share it. I could load the software or whatever it is, but it's hard to do it on the cell phone. And then even then I wouldn't be able to see what you're saying to me. So it's just easier for me to make a simple video and fight to upload it. Huh. Yeah. So, and I also used to have this dream that part of this scary being thing. Oh, this is giving me the creeps, you guys. Okay, today is Monday, December 13th at 2 p.m. California time. I'm just realizing about this, that I used to have additional part of that being thing was sometimes I would be in the woods. I think I'm going to start crying. Sometimes I would be in the woods running from this being. And then the dream was always quick. Just like running in the hallways, it was always quick. It never had an ending, and it was scary. I mean, I was awake. Oh my God, shoo, I'm in my bed. Oh my God, what is this about? Or it started so young for me, I never said anything. And when I did say finally something to a friend of mine at a slumber party for 10-year-old girls, her mom overheard it, and I got in trouble for saying something or whatever. Her mom said that she couldn't play with me anymore because I had strange experiences. My mom told me that she was no longer allowed to play with me. And I didn't really understand why until later, because I had told them about the strange dreams, asking about what they were. I think we were at a summer party and we were all sitting around eating, girls in pajamas and people talking, and somebody said something and I said something, and that was the first time I learned not to say anything. That's how I learned not to share my story of the experiences. And yeah, so wow, that's like super heavy, you guys. I know, I mean, in our community we all kind of have things like this, and I hear other people's stories. But I decided to film a conversation with myself and my cell phone, and me talking to my cell phone, so that I could share that with you while I paint. Because it seems like it's kind of heavy, right? Like, I can remember being so scared. And in my dream, how I knew this thing was about to happen was I could hear the boom, boom, boom of the footsteps of the being coming closer. And I knew I had to run and hide. That's super bizarre. And no wonder my friend told my mom the kid couldn't play with me. I mean, there was more than just that. That was all a part of what I told the kid, but yeah. I think they were good. They were a good Catholic family, and they were concerned that I was cavorting with the devil at 10 years old, asking scary questions. That's the impression I got. Anyway. Wow, that's pretty heavy-duty stuff for me right there. But it's been coming up, right? So, sometimes we'd be in the woods and we'd be like this swamp place. Oh, maybe it was when I was in Fort Polk, Louisiana. Maybe something happened to me, I don't remember. But I do remember that the dream was always I was running through the swamp and I was splashing through the water and I got stuck in the mud. And one time in that dream, the repeat of that dream, it was in color, and there was like a bright green chemical gunk floating in the water. And I was like, as a kid, even going, it's poison. And that's like when I woke up, right? So I'm really grateful that all those bad dreams stopped. Oh my God, please. Yeah. And I think I got triggered today, too. I made the mistake of watching some news about domestic violence and some local, or not local, but recent, or, in the pop culture news about whatever's going on with people and how they treat women. And I got totally triggered. I accidentally watched that video of that guy beating that girl up, and I was like, you know what, you motherfucker, I was ready to go through my cell phone. So I'm painting in the rain. You can hear the dog snoring. Yes, that's the dog. I'm drinking soda. I made a ham for myself, a small ham the other day. Just put it in the oven and baked it. Somebody's getting something delivered. I hear whistling. Urban noises for urban Sasquatch to use to hide behind. Yeah, and then I made a small ham, and I've got some ham to make myself a ham and cheese sandwich with later, which I'm looking forward to. I might put it on the grill and make grilled ham and cheese. You know, just a small regular ham, bone-in kind of thing. I think there's probably more bone than ham, but... And then when I was sitting here painting, right back out here in the window in the wind, where I think sometimes that, because where I've seen activity at my park, the trees are big enough, you know, I pretty much have no doubt they know where I live. And I have had experiences that some of them you guys can see on the videos on the channel. It's been 3 years almost, I guess, probably. I think, right? 18, 19, 20, 21, or 18, 19, 20, 20, 19. Yeah, I mean, something like that, right? 3 years, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so I think they know where I live. Anyway, I was sitting here painting, and I got like a vibe that said something, and I looked out the window, and I turned quickly looking for the tree that I could see in the wind through my window across the way. That's where they were going to be. And the first thing my eyes lit up on was this giant old palm tree that's way on the other side of my park, but just happens to be the one tree, even at this very moment, I can see blowing in the wind over here behind my house. I'll show you guys in a few minutes. And I was like, oh, okay. Should I just get like mind speaked or energy zapped, straight line from that tree to my kitchen table, through the window, whatever, you know, I mean, I just was like, oh, okay, they're right. And I knew the moment I turned around, there was going to be something that I was going to see that was going to tell me that's where they were. Okay, so what you can call that whatever you want to, but, you know, I'm an intuitive magic woman, and I listen to my intuition. I'm a practicing psychic, and I can teach you how to read tarot cards if you're interested. That being said, I am a child of the one God. So, yeah, and I haven't even, like, I've had good food today. I worked a little bit. I was rested when I got up. I'm feeling good. I just have been having these experiences and these reminiscence of these memories that it's really coming up for me. And I really wanted to call on my community to share that I'm kind of, I don't know what you would call it. I could draw you pictures of what I see in my mind's eye. This is not my work. This is somebody else's work. But I wanted to tackle it. I have been teasingly calling it the never-ending painting because it does seem to be doing a lot of therapy, and it's just like this never-ending painting thing happening here, right? So, yeah. I don't remember when those dreams stopped. I don't even know when they started. All I know is that I used to have that experience, and it has always bothered me. It truly has always bothered me. And again, the one time I was brave enough to speak about it in a place and way that I thought I was being called upon to speak honestly and safely in a 10-year-old girl's slumber party or whatever it wasn't safe. And so then it wasn't spoken about again. But it's always been a thing there, and I'm grateful somehow that I had those experiences, and then as soon as I heard about it as an adult woman, rather, you know, because before I had what I considered my own Bigfoot experience, I had what I considered a spiritual ancestors of the location experience. And then after I became aware, you know, etc., I go back and look at that and know that that was like definitely somehow like a mind speak manipulation It was a prolonged experience. It happened for 3 days, and it was very spiritual, and it was very sacred, and I considered it so, because I thought I was talking to the ancestors of the location. I gave them all the due honor and respect they deserved for speaking to me, and I was given feathers and all kinds of wonderful intuitions and rocks and gifts of mind, and it was fantastic. So if that's what they're really like, for someone that's trusting and open, but, totally naive to them, that was a pretty good experience. And now I also know why they didn't take my offering, because it was totally not what they were looking for. I didn't leave them any food, and the food I did leave them wasn't really what they wanted. I think it was in something, or I don't know. Anyway, when I make an offering plate, I usually leave rocks or jewelry of some kind, and a food like an apple or an orange or a banana that's partially peeled on an offering plate. And I'm talking offering to the spirits of the location when I would do offering plates for something other than, not a Sasquatch plate. I would take a bite to show that I was honoring the ancestors, or honoring the spirits, or honoring the event or the people or the place or whatever needed to be honored by taking that bite. It's very ceremonial. And so I left a plate like that, and I think I had like a half-eaten graham cracker. I can't remember. There wasn't really. I left a feather, some rocks, some coins, a bite of an apple, a half a graham cracker. I think that was all the kind of thing I had to offer. It was an offering, and they didn't take it. And then once I figured out what might have happened, when I thought about, well, why didn't they take my offering? Because it really wasn't what they were trying to get me to leave them. They were trying to get me to leave them something better than what I left them somehow. Plus, they told me later about the offering location, which I showed you guys in one of my videos recently. So, anyway, all of that just kind of brought back the children's nightmare, the child's terrors I had. I guess that's what they were, dreams, right? But, I woke up from them, but they were almost always the same. They always started the same. They always went the same way. They always felt the same way. They always left me feeling the same way. But they were about a big being. Anyway. Yeah. So. Now I feel kind of dorky for even saying all of this, you guys. This stuff must be like enamel. The water is not working. Some acrylics are like enamel acrylics. This is like a different one. I'm using 2 different kinds of paint. I started out using my own colors, which I still am, based on their colors coding scheme. But my colors are the matte ones, which are the flat inside of them, and their colors are these high gloss acrylic. Well, once I realized that, I've got a couple places where I'm transferring out some of the design that I was doing by making this the high gloss acrylic and not this flatter green. But painting and doing this like this has been super therapeutic. I don't know, have any of you had reoccurring dreams from kids or anything like that? I used to also have this bizarre dream about a big old tsunami. Trying to swim away from a big old tsunami. Damn it, pardon my French. That's the other thing about this stuff. This dries quick. That's why I think it's enamel. Because my other ones like this, you can get. Yeah. That's what that black, whatever beautiful color this is called. Outline. It's just like a dark purple, violet, brown, whatever that is. Purple, violet. I don't know. Violet. Dark purple, dark red, violet. Every nuance. Okay, yeah, so there's that guy. And then after you do the outline, then you go back and fix some of the places. So like over here, what I was doing over here last night, see, that won't matter. I'm gonna come back over here and finish down here to make it like this place here. And I got a little bored with just painting, so I threw in some glitter glue on that stuff, which is this color here, but I don't think I'm going to put it on there yet. Yeah, so I've got two different paints. One's flat, one's not flat. I'm trying to alternate the color scheme. And it's actually, I'm really enjoying it. It's giving me lots of time to think. I'm sure there are probably 1,000 other things I should be doing. But I was fortunate the rain was there, and I only had 2 appointments today, so I've been able to just kick it again today for kind of another rainy California day. I walk dogs in the rain, and I'm grateful not to have to walk dogs in the rain today. All right, so I'm going to stop what I've been filming so I can actually see if that's going to work for us, and then I might film some more, or maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, okay, let me think about all that. I want to know, out of my peeps, my community, what do you think? What, have you had, like, I don't know, whatever it is, dreams, what is it they say? If you're into UFOs, it's UFOs, which I've seen. Truly. This is Robin from the San Francisco Bay Area, Sasquatch believers. Y'all have a good day.